What's good, YouTube? We back with another fucking video. I ain't gonna lie, it's been like how many days? Yeah, I need to start being more consistent. And y'all need to start recommending me more shit to watch, cause that's the fucking issue. I'm not motivated to make videos if I don't know what the fuck y'all wanna see me watch. And what y'all wanna see me do. Like I really wanna do gaming shit. Let me know if y'all wanna see that. But right now I investigated the city where you can legally steal a house. I wanna know what the fuck state is this, bro. Cause what the fuck you mean steal a house? Like you could squat there?
You want to assault? You want to
Get out of my home!
This is Seattle, Washington, a city where you can legally steal other people's homes. Are they going to pay your legal
off
fees?
the property!
Are you going to pay rent this month?
If you're on vacation, they can come. Anyone can stay.
How is this
What do you mean?
legally even possible?
They fully moved in there. They had suitcases, bags, they had food in the fridge.
Our children were traumatized by this experience.
Goes back to the old times where it's like when you showed up and you took some land, I feel like that's the times we're getting back to.
Being arrested
For what?
for being in my own home.
If the woman says it's her property and he says he lives here,
I seen that video of that woman getting arrested. It's cause she had kicked the guy out months ago for not paying rent or for some altercation or some shit, and she got arrested and she's the homeowner.
and
Cause
she
they
says
can't
they're
kick
squatting,
out the
she would have to go.
What the fuck did I say? What did I say this video is probably about? A squatter. Cause you can't steal somebody's house. So you like I guess it's legal for you to like just break into somebody's house and stay there without them wanting you to.
Go to court and go through the entire legal process to have him evicted.
But I live here now.
Oh, you do?
Sure.
Well, good for you.
So kick me out.
It's a civil problem.
This state is so broken. Oh my god.
If the owner of the property
This country is cooked.
what's a message you'd like to give to him? It seems like
Sorry?
I headed to the epicenter of the crisis,
What the
Seattle,
fuck?
Washington, to meet up with local journalist Jonathan Cho to see what's going on.
What the fuck? Yo, whoa, what the fuck? What?
To meet
That
up
was, oh, that was him. Oh,
local
yeah.
journalist-
You should ask the journalist why the fuck did he attack the other nigga for?
Jonathan Cho to see what's going on.
Look, mink.
Exposing the squatting epidemic
What
and
the
broken
hell? I mean, he
laws
probably
protecting
defended
starting
himself,
with Sang
but
Kim.
still.
He recently made national headlines for squatting in this $2 million property in
Not the fact that he really got a little carrot there squatting with the nigga face on it.
Bellevue, Washington. After the entire neighborhood banded together to shame Kim out of the neighborhood, Seattle's Housing Justice Project paid $88,000 in delinquent rent.
They really do not like this nigga, bro. Koreans against Saint Kim. Woman, you're not even Korean. No pay, no stay. Why do lawbreakers get more protection?
For Kim to his missed rent out of taxpayer dollars.
How much longer are you going to be staying here, sir?
Oh, that's the nigga?
He intentionally is not paying rent. He's exploiting the system.
But why is Kim still squatting in this house? And why won't he simply leave? Morning, Jonathan. We're back.
Hey, what's up? Back at the scene of the crime, man.
So, right behind us, we have a beautiful view. We're in a nice-ass neighborhood. How much are these houses?
I mean, on average,
That is a nice ass neighborhood, bro. You go to the nicest parts of here and you still won't see a neighborhood this fucking nice. Look, you can see the trees go from afar, bro. Right here is probably a golf course, bro. Like I gotta drive an hour to see some shit like this. You feel me?
$2 to $3 million. This
And you
is
telling me
the
niggas is
elite
squatting
Woodbridge
here,
neighborhood
bro?
With gorgeous skylines of downtown Bellevue. I mean, everyone wants to live here.
And when I mentioned
That's what I'm
squatters
saying. That
to
shit
you,
look
you said you gotta
beautiful.
come down
And
here.
people
That
are
story-
squatting
And then
there.
I saw the story pop up on my Twitter feed.
You can't make this.
How would you even like, don't you do background checks and shit on people right before you fucking let them in your house, let them rent your house? Because I'm guessing that's how a squatter gets in your house. They rent the house and then they don't pay the rent. Right?
stuff up? It's now a global story.
Alexa, what's the definition of a squatter?
I mean, you've got Daily Mail on this. You've got the Mirror, the
Occupies
Sun, national
land
networks like Fox
without
News covering this.
permission
You've got this
or
guy,
owning
Kim,
it.
who's
All
been
right.
staying at this house now for more than 2 years now.
Yo, my brother with the dogs out is fucking outrageous. Like, I get it. Your work is your main priority, but bro, hide them fucking dogs. It's a rainy day. You want water just dripping on them shit? The shower wasn't fucking enough.
And he hasn't paid a single penny of rent after the first month, that is. So we're gonna
What the fuck did I just say? So a squatter is a fucking person that just pays 1 month and then says fuck you after the rest, and you can't do shit about it because you got to take it to court.
On Kim's door right now, ask him if he's going to pay this upcoming rent. So right in front of us, we have 2 no trespassing, 3 no trespassing signs, car parks right in front.
Problem now here in Washington is that the homeowner, Jaskaran Singh, even if he wants to evict the guy, there's a backlog of eviction cases in court. It's a broken system. If Kim doesn't pay in May, Singh says he will start the eviction process for the 4th time.
For the 4th fucking time? Bro, it's his house and he can't kick out the person? That's insane. And it takes him 4 tries, and let's see if this is the try that actually gets him out the crib. That's insane.
Been nearly 2 months of protests, public shaming of Kim to get out, but still Kim is hunkering down.
So Kim did in fact eventually pay the amount he was owed.
Housing Justice Project used taxpayer dollars. That's the key. And he knows the system so well that he can take advantage of it.
But before I confront the squatter, let's talk to the homeowner. There he is. I'm here with
Jaskaran Singh.
Singh.
Damn.
You own this home, right?
Yes, sir.
They fucked you up with that name, bro.
Right now, value is close to 2 million. So I lived in this country
2 mil? 2 mil? Brother, I would have fucking found I would have found a way to fucking get that nigga the fuck out of there. Sold the fucking crib. Would have got my 2 milli. Fuck is you talking about? You not about to squat at my $2 million fucking home?
18 years. This is my second investment property, and it took me a while. It's my hard-earned money invested here.
And who currently lives in this home?
He's a squatter. He has been exploiting the system since 1996. He has done multiple scams, and being an immigrant, I was tricked by him, and I trusted him and his family to give him on a rent, but he's not leaving for
Damn, you had money as an immigrant though. Let's keep it a buck, bro. You had $2 million as a fucking immigrant.
The second month and the last month as a security deposit, and it's
I
he didn't pay
wish, bro.
afterwards.
Okay.
4th eviction if he doesn't pay the rent next week.
So when you say 4th eviction, what does that even mean? I would assume the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd would get him out of the house.
That means there's a housing justice project. The system is protecting basically. He's paying his rent through our taxpayer money. He's getting lawyers from our taxpayers' money. He's milking the system, and we need to stop.
So he's living off of benefits?
How much money have you lost on the property since he's been in here?
It's a lawyer fee close to 35,000. The rent is paid, but the mental, I live just 1,000 feet from the property.
The rent is paid. Yeah, the rent is paid because the government gives you what he can't provide, but still it's a heartache because he's just an asshole.
And I can't drive on this road, and we can't walk in cement.
You legally cannot drive through this road.
Yeah, legally I was not able to till last Wednesday. And
Why?
this will be a message to all the squatters that we will get you.
We will get you.
We'll get you.
We
Enough
will
is
get
enough.
you.
If you're on vacation, they can come. Anyone can say. So watch out, guys. It's what I expected. And people from India, Australia, England, my friends, relatives, they're calling me. They're saying, "What? This is what happened?"
Yo, this nigga got connections, bro. This nigga said India, Australia, all my family.
In America,
Do you think he'll pay rent this month?
I have no idea. I have
Should
no
we
idea.
knock on his door and ask him?
You can go ahead.
But before I knocked on Kim's door, I wondered, what does the neighborhood think about this? Nice neighborhood you guys live in.
Yo, that lawn is so pleasing to look at. I don't know if it's because I'm highly stimulated right now, but isn't that nigga's garden like he looks like he's a good guy, man. Look, he got them dirty ass shorts. He been working on his garden this morning.
Name's Tyler, by the way.
The only reason he shook his hand, by the way, was because he was white.
Jeff,
How much do houses typically go for around here?
recently there's been some selling for 2.5, 3.
New houses are going for almost 4.
Do you own a home out here?
Yes, this one right behind me.
How would you feel if someone moved into your home when you were on vacation and then refused to leave?
That would be unbelievable. I don't know what I would do.
Sure.
I would probably first call the police to see if they could be removed, but with the situation we have across the street, obviously that's not a deal.
Do you think the law is on the homeowner's side here in Washington?
No, not currently, because we thought, once we sell this
Brother, why are you so nervous? How many times have you folded that fucking paper, or it's just like you moving it too much?
house, if we could afford to hang on to it, we'd like to rent it out. But after the last year, this guy across the street, we've thought differently about that. I don't understand why he's been able to remain in there. I understand there's a housing project that will pay his rent, but I think the taxpayers are the ones paying for that money that's going to him.
Sure. Do you think the laws in Washington should change as it relates to squatting?
Absolutely. I think King County needs to do a lot of stuff. Ever since they started making drugs legal over there in Seattle and stuff, I don't know.
Making drugs legal. I guess, yeah, they are making drugs legal. It's just that they're not arresting the drug users. There used to be a lot of drug users getting arrested. Now they're just getting let free.
I don't know what's going on, but we're considering moving out of this state.
All right, we're going in.
Sell that crib, bro. You could get 2.5 for it. Get the fuck out of there.
All right, give me a moment. So maybe you should go. Hey there. What was that? We're here with the press. We're just seeing if we could talk to you about the squatting situation. The squatting situation?
It's already been settled and all that. So
Okay, we're wondering if are you gonna pay rent this month?
can you please get off the property?
Yeah, well, we got authorization from the landlord to come. Sure.
I'm the one who's living here. Get off the property.
Okay, is HJP gonna pay your
Get
legal
off the
fees this
property,
month?
please.
Are they gonna pay your legal
Get
fees?
off the
Yo, it's the fact that bro really think it's his house. Bro, the government is paying for you to live there. The government is single-handedly letting you stay there. That's the only hope you got because you have no type of income. You have a little ass headset that truckers use. Where the fuck is your truck?
property.
Sure, no, we will leave, but we're just wondering if you're gonna pay your rent and redeem yourself.
That's my business.
Is that just a microphone? Because that shit not even in the nigga ear.
Okay.
How that shit work? I'm so dead ass. I'm not even trying to clown, bro. How that shit work?
Well, it's taxpayers' business, right?
No, it's not. Property.
What if the taxpayers are paying your legal fees? Not this time? All right, well, here's the thing I want to emphasize, that from his perspective, he's the victim.
He's always framed himself as the victim, as this Korean national who's just trying to live the American dream. You know, he's
By
not
getting
trying to hurt
everything
anyone,
provided
but
by
in
the
fact,
government.
Everyone's hurt him. And he uses, Mr. Singh as an example of a crooked landlord who never fixed any of the appliances and just would constantly pressure him. But as you know, Singh also had a temporary protection order filed against him by Mr. Kim, and Singh prevailed. He won in court.
So there's no world where Jaskaran could
Alright, but if he won in court, like, why can't they kick the nigga out?
come in here, change the locks, and they could leave.
That's not going to happen because I think that's against the law here in Washington State now.
He would go to jail.
He would go to prison.
Since filming this, Sang Kim has refused to pay rent on time again, and Jaskaran will be moving forward with his 4th eviction attempt. After meeting the intermediate squatter Kim, what does the beginner
Bro, this
squatter
shit
look like?
funny
I
as
met up
hell.
with Andrea Suarez, founder of We Heart Seattle, who said she knew where we could find some squatters nearby.
Up until recently, this building was used as a squatter's haven.
Damn, they squatting in brand new apartments that's not even fully built yet. So you could squat in places you don't even pay for and it's legal. Like that ass, you could break into somebody's house and just stay there.
Recently, we're seeing action here where it's being finally
That's
demolished.
trespassing,
This was, I
exactly.
guess, had been squatted in for months. The neighbors had called multiple 911s, multiple fires. Nothing was ever done about it. The police couldn't really do anything.
See, that's out of pocket, bro. If y'all would have just stayed y'all asses like still, y'all would have had a little community in there while they built this shit. Maybe they would have let y'all slide, but y'all want to do bullshit and y'all want to light fires and shit like
You
nigga.
can see all the boards, all the access points.
Why?
Those I'm sure there was working plumbing, showers.
You seen anything going on here as it relates to squatting?
Like, I have noticed that, like, this house has been pretty much squatted or unoccupied for, like, the last 2 years I've lived here.
2 years.
2 years?
I've literally never, ever seen anyone live here or, like, anyone actually own the house, it seems like.
What are your thoughts on squatter rights here in Seattle?
I mean, I think it's...
That's somebody's money right there just sitting. Just because somebody else is living there. Is it bad if the homeowner were to poison their food at night and then when they wake up they eat it and they die? That's one way to eliminate the issue.
Ridiculous, in my opinion. I just think it's they have a little...
Shit, I'm not giving you advice. I'm just saying.
For what it is, like, I mean, people work hard to own a house like this and to literally, if they're just looking to rent it out and they can't find someone to rent, like, rent's ridiculously expensive right now. So it's like, just someone can pretty much just hop into a lot of these houses. A lot of them are unoccupied, and I think that's a little ridiculous for how hard a lot of the people work around here, how expensive a lot of these houses and the property is.
Thanks, man. Okay, what do we got?
Can you have a normal job and be a squatter? Because that's a money glitch. No bills.
Which one's abandoned here?
Do we think there's a squatter inside?
Oh, this one looks like it's open.
Yeah, it looks pretty active. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, that looks... No, it's a dead end.
See the roof.
Yeah, I mean, this is a nightmare, man, for all the neighbors who have to live next to these empty houses.
And this is in the nice-ass neighborhood that we just seen like 3-4 minutes ago. That's crazy.
People live in here, and you know, there's no heat, there's no electricity, so you've got to stay warm, right? Sure. So you start fires, and that's why you have all these scorch marks on pretty much every single structure here.
It's the fire, the murder, the body, the outrage by neighbors, calls to the
Them
mayor.
boys
media,
retarded,
media,
bro.
That is in critical mass is finally, then there's action. Tragedy
That's
always has
just
to
dumb
happen
as hell.
multiple times before action has been taken, and thankfully we're seeing that action being taken now. We've cleared over 1.2 million pounds of trash, 35,000 needles. We've found 12 dead bodies, and we've helped hundreds of people off the streets into detox, back home.
12 dead bodies?
Back to their families, get clean and
The
sober,
fuck?
get a job. Because it
Was that a
doesn't seem
little
like it's
kid?
grandma, back to their families, get clean
That's
and
a
sober,
little
get
ass
job,
kid.
Because it doesn't seem like any other social service wants to do anything but enable addiction.
People that live right here. I just want to emphasize. We have lights on. This is someone's property right next to
And
them.
that's a nice ass property, bro. Like, that's a nice house.
Squatters, active fire, building getting shut down.
That
Some
is
body was found right here.
crazy.
Bodies unfortunately get dumped in these empty houses, abandoned buildings. So who knows what's going on in these places. Right now it's boarded up, but I truly believe within a matter of weeks somebody's going to try to go back in.
I mean, if you peer through the window there, it's like freshly boarded up. We're gonna go to another property where active squatting is going down and meet a guy named Caesar the
Scissor.
king himself. Looks like she's found out
Caesar.
at the needle cap.
Scissor.
I think we've arrived.
Oh yeah, I see a lot of those around here.
Don't get mugged. Use common sense. Genuinely, I don't trust this.
Remember the last squatter motel?
Yep.
The hilltop? Just a few hundred feet down. It
Right
got
over there.
demolished. Next to all these squatter houses. It makes all the sense.
This is where we pulled over, found the guys.
Yeah.
It burned down.
Good urine bag here, guys.
Wow. There's urine bag.
Why is there a urine bag? I get a poop bag, but why a urine bag? Why not just take it out and piss in nature?
Caesar, welfare check.
Several houses on.
That's fucked up. Did she just catcall him by saying, yo, gang, welfare check?
This side of the road alone. Look. Hey, you okay?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey there.
Whoa, man. Yo. What's up?
How you doing, bro?
Guys.
We didn't know if you were alive.
I'm alive. I just did. I want to work on that card, bro.
Dude, we gotta talk.
Oh my God.
Last time we saw you, were in the building
right now, bro.
Dude. We meet again! This is Caesar. 4 months ago, Jonathan and I found him squatting in this abandoned building, and 11 days later, the building was found to have burned
What
down.
the
I had no
hell?
clue what happened to him since, and the viewers loved him.
Oh,
I got all your tools.
I'm a boss. You got my Ray-Bans right here, my Ray-Bans.
So he's squatting too?
Are you concerned about this right here, the propane tank? No?
No, man. I done firefighter training. Like,
Really?
I got a lot of skills, Ray.
That shit just lit on fire.
Dude, how did it go?
You
What
remember
happened?
us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Tyler. We came last time.
We've reunited. Can we see what's going on?
I recognize your voice.
Yeah.
So I'm painting right now. So just mind your clothes, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, heard. Andrea. So we met the man who we spoke to in the building that burned down. I want to hear your story, man. What happened to the building?
That's a crazy life cycle. Like, turn around.
Oh, he was trying to smash?
What?
Dude was gay, bro, and you want to do gay stuff with me.
Oh, he was trying.
Your roommate wanted to do some freaky shit with you, so you burned both of y'all house down?
Smash?
Yeah, and I was like, I'd rather burn in hell. And he
10 million people saw you, and you saw the video, right?
But, what am I supposed to do, bro? Hop on nutsacks or what? Like, I'm over here chilling, dude. Like, all this right here is all dumpster dive.
Wow. This is the most unexpected reunited moment of all time. We never thought we'd see you again. So we got wet paint. I just want to establish the size of you. You've been grinding since we last saw you.
See right here, like I don't have tape. I can't afford it.
So tell me about your project in here. It's blue. It's nicely painted.
Well, first I painted it white. I wanted white on white.
I want to hear a story here. Yeah, let's.
Hey, bro, my boy's an entrepreneur. He's like, yeah, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all talking about, bro.
That's badass, dude.
I know.
Have you spoken to the owner?
Damn, bro, you got a fucking view. What the heck?
Man, you guys were crazy, dog. You were trying to knock down the door. I was like, I recognized your voice and what you were talking about. I was like, oh, that's that fool.
So, actually, I want to bring this up, Caesar. We have some Australian YouTubers who thought we burned down the building after meeting you.
Wait, look what it says in the corner. The footage of the house burning is from the Joe show.
Wait, the news footage used Cho's footage?
Yeah.
That means he was the first
He was the
one there.
first person there. After all the shit I've seen in this video, I'm going to say, just my opinion, not real. These guys burnt these men alive.
That's a crazy ass thing to throw out there.
What actually happened?
You know, the toilet flush is backwards down there, so I don't know.
I remember last time we saw the porn on the wall. Was that you or
No,
the
that
guy?
was the other fool. So that is what he was aspiring to be like.
Oh, the
A
woman.
porn star?
You wanted to be the woman.
Dude, yeah, so like, I thought he was just weird. You're in Seattle, bro. There's a lot of weird shit, so like, I
Caesar,
should've.
I actually made a comment. I said at least you're straight, but that guy wasn't straight.
No, so I thought the same thing. I was like, oh shit.
So, Caesar, you know you're squatting, right?
Yeah. What am I supposed to do though? Like, I don't
He
want
said,
to work for
fuck,
anybody.
I don't
You
give a
should do
shit.
bro, like,
Can you give us a tour, as per usual? Caesar, where are you finding all this gear?
But then again, who want this property, to keep it real? Out of all the properties we seen, bro, I
You're
don't
a hustler, man. You got
I
another-
don't think
once
this
again,
is the
sick
property
view right
people
here. What do
really
you think
want
this
the
property's
most.
worth, Caesar? This is sick.
I spoke too soon. It looked like it got more shit.
I don't know, bro, but I'm hoping to impress the property owner when he comes kicking me out.
The owner of the property sees this. What's a message you'd like to give to him? It seems like
Sorry. I'm here to do this for me and for my future, and this is just the best I could come up with as far as showcasing my skills.
Sure.
They know how they left it.
Oh, you got a trap phone too.
That's the state phone.
Woo.
This one.
That's
what begging Ari.
Yeah.
Turn off the speaker.
Keeping it quiet at night, no fires.
Bro, he just painted a whole section of the house, and he said, yeah, when the owner come, I'ma just show him, like, yeah, I did this shit, and hopefully I get a job or something.
No parties. So you're added security to the block.
That's what he feels like. The other day he was like, "Thank you," and I was like,
I hear that, you know.
I was
That's
like,
interesting.
Better to have a known neighbor and resident than a revolving door. So you're holding down the fort.
all those little
And that door stays locked at night.
all the time.
Yeah.
So all those little things add up to confidence and trust.
And my boy got shelves and everything.
From his client. And
He's speaking business needs right now. You got all your tools back too. Get the yo.
Yeah, my boy got his drip.
You are dripped out, Caesar. With Ari blasting in the background and a baseball cap collection that would make lids jealous, Caesar was renovating the abandoned building and ready to leave if and when the owner asked him to.
Yeah, he got a
This scenario,
whole
unlike
bed,
Kim and
bro.
Bellevue, landowners might actually
Got a
benefit from
better
having a
bed
guy
than me.
like Caesar live full time in this abandoned building until they want it back, assuming he's responsible and doesn't burn the place down. Caesar, it's been a pleasure, man. But what happens when you buy a home? There's an
That shit fire.
old tenant who's been living in there rent-free for the last 2 years, who refuses to leave, leaving you with $1.4 million less dollars, stuck with legal fees in court for the last 8 months, and forcing you and your 4 kids to move in.
Wait, so the other house was worth more than that house? I don't believe it.
With your mom and dad. Well, that's allegedly the case of our alleged white-collar squatter, Steve Hickey.
Steve Hickey is a crazy ass name, bro. That's an outrageous ass last name.
Because we have a guy in a position of power,
Steve
relative
Hickey.
wealth, doing well for himself. He's not
Bro, so you got money and you're a squatter? Why don't you just want to pay the rent?
some degenerate, jobless bum breaking into someone's house. This is a well-known figure in the community. Is he legally allowed to be there right now?
Based on what I can tell, I mean, the answer is no.
just for the viewers out there, a month or two ago, I called someone out as a scammer, and it turns out they weren't exactly a scammer. So coming into this situation,
So they weren't scamming?
I'm a little bit skeptical. I want to make sure this guy is in fact innocent.
Oh, that's the
proven
shit with the
guilty.
Whittakers, I
We want to
think.
hear both sides fully and then come to a conclusion, if any.
Yeah, you know, and this is really complicated for me as well. I was a little hesitant to take on this story, and frankly, I don't know where it's going to go.
You're a journalist, why?
It's still early on. He's not only an industry colleague, I would consider him a friend. Somebody who's
Oh,
given
that's
me
your
news
boy.
tips, somebody who's helped me out in the field, like one of the nicest guys you'll meet. But the allegations are just like too ridiculous now to ignore. So as a journalist, I've just got to be objective now. He has more than 1 million followers on all of his social media platforms.
the fuck?
And he's just well respected, and he does decent work, especially during a time when American
Yo,
journalism
now that I
isn't
think about it, bro. Now that I think about it, I think I've seen his TikToks before.
decline. Frankly, I've, called him several times already and had private conversations, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if these are true, these allegations that is, but if they are, you gotta settle these. And I've just tried to walk him off the cliff and say, look, man, it's not worth your career. He knows the law, he
Word.
knows how to take advantage of the system.
Before confronting Steve at his own garage sale, Jonathan and I were invited to a victims party hosted by several alleged victims of Steve, appearing in person and on Zoom. I'm here with...
Bro has victims of people that he squatted at, I think.
Lee Strom.
And what did Steve do to you?
Steve failed to meet his contractual requirements about 3.5 years into a 5-year contract. He stopped paying any rent as he was supposed to and became a squatter.
And he cost you roughly...
Roughly $150,000 plus.
Brother, so he paid 3 years and 2 years of not paying rent was 100,000.
Attorney fees.
Katrina.
Oh, attorney fees too.
Freitag, I purchased this home from the Stroms, of which Steve Hickey has been squatting in since September of 2023.
How much in delayed or absent rent have you not received from Steve Hickey?
Why would you buy a house that you know a squatter is in, first of all? Or did they not give you that information? They must have, because you're not about to buy a house without looking at it, and you about to see that somebody's living there. So it's like, you set yourself up for failure. No bullshit.
Since purchasing the home, so over 7 months.
Which would equate to roughly...
Upwards of probably 50,000.
Jessica.
7 months of fucking rent is 50K? Alexa, divide 50,000 divided by 7. Bro, 7,000 a month, bro? That is cap.
Scotty and Chris Scotty.
What did Steve do to you guys?
Well, the home that we're sitting in, he basically backed out once he had quite a bit of money that he could get his hands on from our bank loan money from Flagstar Bank. So we basically were left in shambles with about $40,000 in liens, as well as about $90,000 in bank money that was still should have been accounted for that he could not provide the proof of where that money went.
So now we're in the process today, of really vetting what's going on, and we're trying to connect the dots and really follow the paper trail to see where this goes. Because what I laid out to Steve was that his career was on a...
Something that blows my shit, that's an awfully small TV for that living room.
rocket ship. Why would you risk everything that you've accomplished to allegedly squat in a house?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy.
I know,
that camera look expensive as fuck.
People that invested with him, that some of them just want to move on with their life. He wreaked so much havoc in people's lives. One of them was my wife threatened to divorce me. I had to pull out a home equity line of credit.
A divorce is crazy.
To get him out of my life. He plays on people's emotional, and he just wears them down, and to the point where you're just I just need to keep moving on with my life. But he's wreaked havoc on so many and allegations, but I know this is true from what I've heard. He stole from a quadriplegic vet, somebody who served and protected our country.
Okay.
Stealing from a disabled guy is actually crazy.
Can you explain your guys' relationship with Steve Hickey?
Yes. I have no complaints about up through 2021.
Okay.
It was in 2022, in April in particular, that he stopped making payments. And
damn.
After April, we went through a phase where he was trying to renegotiate the deal. We never could come to terms with
$9,500 a month, bro? What type of house was that? The $1.4 million house? I mean, but damn.
negotiation.
Damn.
June of 2022, he told us he was going to purchase the property, which was great. We, in fact, signed papers. Notary came to our house in Arizona. Everything looked good, but the money never transferred. It never happened. And when I questioned him about that, he just, at one point, just said, "I'm not going to pay you."
So real quick, before you sold the property to Katrina, how much money was delinquent that he owed you via rent?
Roughly $150,000.
Was there any additional counsel or legal fees that you incurred throughout that
150K
process?
is
Yeah, about
crazy.
$32,000 up to this point in time, because we were still pursuing him legally.
And during that 15 months of delinquency or lack of payment, did you try to evict him from the property?
Yes. In fact, we went to arbitration because our contract called for that. We prevailed in that arbitration. He was ordered to pay us, and he just ignored it, essentially.
Rather than
So why doesn't the government lock him up?
paying the amount in full, he went to court with you and also incurred legal fees, battled it out in court?
We're still battling, yes.
To this day?
To this day.
So after a year and a half of not paying his rent, you sell this property while he's still in it to Katrina?
Yes, and we were very upfront about the situation at the time.
Oh,
Once
I
she's able
was about to
get him
say,
out of
bro.
there and get the property back up to speed, her equity will, I think, cover.
And Katrina thought he may leave?
I believe that's true, but you should ask her.
Attorneys reviewed the situation. He was in the house, and his, I believe it was a 5-year lease agreement, was to be up end of September, and he had not paid rent.
So it was under your belief that he would leave the property at what point in time?
When I purchased the home, we submitted a vacate notice and lease termination for 90 days.
Yo, I am fried, bro. This is getting too deep for my knowledge.
No, he has squatted since, have not received any rent money.
He really fooled us, is what I would say. When he dropped off his first rent checks, he came in a helicopter and did it. He landed in the front.
Bro, what the fuck? You telling me you got this type of motion where you could land in a helicopter to go deliver rent money and you just squatting?
Yard in a helicopter.
Wow.
With a film crew.
He was actually flying the helicopter.
That's awesome.
It really just made us feel more sure about this guy.
He's steady financially.
That's the con man part of it.
You've never gotten to move in, enjoy the home.
He painted a perfect picture for y'all to fall into.
Was for my primary residence with my 4 young children to be raised in the residence, enjoy the property.
Financially, how much has his occupation or squatting in the property cost you thus far?
Just in rent alone, that's about $50,000. Attorney's fees, I did have this point with my current attorney. It's upwards of, I would say, $40,000, including damages.
Damn, so you touching 100K and you ain't even.
The home itself during
Damn.
site visits. It is not being kept up as well.
Nah, now I see why it's 9,000, cause you got a whole pool, you got this, but it's not being
as maintained at the very least. So I believe that's upwards of probably another $75,000 to $100,000.
And why did you agree to speak with us about the situation?
Feel it's the right thing to do. Not only supporting landlords in Washington State, but King County as well, the current timelines in getting a show cause hearing to actually get a squatter out.
This just
And what is
happens
that
in
doing
this
to
state,
those
right?
Landlords?
Can you guys explain your relationship to Steve Hickey?
In 2020, right, we met with him to interview him to be our builder for this home.
This beautiful property with a triple rainbow behind us.
Thank God.
Triple
We were
rainbow?
able
I
to keep
never
it
seen that.
After what he put us through.
So you
You contacted Steve and asked him to do what specifically?
Well, to be our builder. Steve basically was
So he's a press guy and a builder.
approved, and then we went through the process of basically allowing him our
Buddy
entire
does
loan construction
everything.
fund that was allotted to us to build this home.
Did you vet Steve at all before you hired him?
Well, based on the fact that he put our children on his fire truck, he was a man of the community.
He has a fucking
was
fire
sitting at
truck?
District 47 is a commissioner, fire protection
What
agency.
the
I mean,
fuck?
he had his whole shtick down. So we just proceeded. So
Brody
he
had
was
the
literally
perfect, literally
our
the
money
perfect
every time we
agenda,
got
bro.
A bank wire for
Just to fuck it up
supplies
for
the
some
next
rent.
phase in the project.
I'm gonna twist it.
How much money in
$10,000 in
total
fucking
was
rent is
wired to
outrageous,
Steve for
but
the
damn,
construction
you
of
just
this home?
fucked up your whole
The
reputation.
total amount that was in question that he should have showed receipts for was about $90,000 that he just skipped town and walked away with.
90
We said, show us where the
bands.
money went.
And he said.
And he said, no.
And then what happened?
And after that, the communication went silent.
The stress of it, my husband has an autoimmune disorder that's triggered by stress, and he almost was hospitalized. Our children were traumatized by this experience.
How would you characterize Steve from your time meeting him and spending time with him? How is he as a
A
person?
dickhead.
I mean, he's a criminal.
Nah, let's hear what you really wanted to say. He's a fucking dickhead. He's a fucking thief. He's a fucking criminal. I think he should go to fucking jail. Oh my god.
Think he'll try to lie to
Let me
us tomorrow
stop.
when we confront him with the evidence in case?
Of course he will.
Was Steve a white-collar squatter, or does he have rights to the house? And if so, is the legal system
You're gonna
broken in
interview him?
Seattle? It was time to meet Steve himself at his own garage sale at the property he's allegedly squatting in as we
Damn,
speak.
buddy got a garage sale at Chop Crib. That's
hoping
crazy.
That it's respectful. I hope that he shares his side of the story, and I hope that this is all a misunderstanding. Quite frankly, Steve has so much to lose.
Why are you getting so fucking emotional for another guy? I get it, he's your fucking friend, but bro, it's not that deep where you need to get this emotional for him. He knows what he's doing.
Wondering why he would take this risk and gamble, because he has a career as an independent journalist. He's an elected fire commissioner. He's got a family. He's got a daughter. So let's see what he has to say.
Okay, so
With eviction notices, confirmation via court confirming Hickey's failure to pay since February of 2022, a text between
9,500
Steve
is
and Jonathan
crazy.
giving Steve a chance to explain what was going on 2 weeks ago, that Steve eventually ghosted after saying he would personally send Jonathan's way. How would Steve defend himself?
does he have any evidence that he could present that would invalidate any of these claims?
So far, I haven't seen anything, and I've asked him now for nearly 2 weeks to produce something that would show that he has a right to stay in the
Buddy
property.
leave you undelivered.
I've given him every opportunity.
Maybe it is a big misunderstanding.
I hope it is.
We're gonna go there now and give him a chance to speak for himself.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Steve, how's it going, man? My name's Tyler. So we're doing a piece on squatting here in Seattle. We wanted to reach out. My name's Tyler. What was that?
The attorney got a hold of you.
We wanted to ask you a little bit about that, actually.
Come on back here.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
get your files.
I appreciate that. How are you doing today, by the way?
Doing okay?
Are you calling the cops? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, come on, we can do it.
Okay. Oh, we wanted to give you an honest chance to just kind of
You
explain
didn't
it.
fly out here for an honest chance, you know that.
What do you mean?
Buddy said, yeah, we could do the interview, but as soon as this interview is done, I want you gone out of my property, boy. Bro, he literally is calling the cops as he's doing the interview with y'all. Like, this is... Damn.
Wouldn't fly all the way out here for none.
What are you talking about?
Apparently they're online YouTubers. That's what they're saying. One of them's Jonathan Cho, another one is Tyler Oliveria? Well, they're here with microphones in my face, wanted to ask questions, but I want you guys to get out here as soon as possible because they were already told through the attorneys not to come on the property.
Start from the beginning here.
I'll tell you. There's been an ongoing real estate contract dispute. I know Jonathan's making a name right now, bringing out a squatter out in Bellevue, which is a clear squatter. He's been doing quite well with that. This is not
And you're not?
bad. This is a real estate transaction gone bad. The litigation shows that. We are currently in litigation on this. I come in here giving the previous owner hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash for rights to purchase the property.
That's where you fucked up at. Why are you giving him cash? Why can't you have it all documented?
He then blocked me at every turn to execute those rights. That's what we're in contract for. I'm not going to give you paperwork that's involved in an ongoing litigation. If you guys want to do that, you obviously have paperwork, have at it. I'm not going to participate in that show. Does this look like a squad? Is there piles of trash and so on? Like, This is not that type of situation.
Steve was right. Technically, he's a holdover tenant, and here's a lawyer explaining the difference.
Well, in Seattle, we make a distinction, and actually across the state of Washington, between squatting and, say, someone who's a holdover tenant. Let's say I go away on a vacation, and someone breaks into my home and starts living there. That's a squatter. That's different than if I rent someone else a home, and then they stop paying me. Now we have a legal dispute about debt and how much they owe, and maybe...
Well, bro, it should be done as soon as you don't pay, like, the first month or two. Like, what the fuck? Why do we have to give you chances for your mishaps?
Condition of the property.
So squatting, holdover tenants, two different legal categories altogether.
Yeah.
She owns the home, right?
She bought the home, yes.
She owns the home.
We can keep playing this game, or you can let me speak. Which would you like to do?
The previous owners have stated you failed to pay rent for a year and a half. Is that accurate?
The previous owners breached contract.
In what ways?
It's all in the paperwork. They breached contract, failed to perform.
I feel like he capping because he don't want to explain himself.
And then I withheld performance after they failed to perform. It's just that simple. She should have not closed on the home. She should have let this resolve itself and done a purchase pending this resolution. I was blown away that she was willing to close under that pretense. No savvy buyer would have done anything like that. She is a savvy buyer. Why is Jonathan after me, though? Why do you think that is? Instead of the 100 other people who've actually taken money, because one of his big narratives is Kim's been taking money to cover his rent, right? From this, that's never happened here. That's not what this is. This is a real estate purchase contract gone sideways.
But the truth is, after requesting court documents from King County and reading hundreds of pages of case documents, Housing Justice Project was, in fact, involved and legally represented Steve in the early stages of this process. Now he has a new attorney fighting on his behalf. Well, I want to emphasize
So
that
he's saying you
this
was
isn't just
getting
about
support,
you.
gang.
For
Why you
example,
lying?
I don't believe it's just about me, but for you to fly all the way out here and come here, especially after what the attorney
We flew out to the state of Washington.
Steve, here's what the fact of the matter is. You said you would send me documents.
I did not say I would send you documents. I said I would talk to the attorney, and you can get anything you want.
Jonathan, can you read the
We'll
text?
be here when I get home.
I
I have
have
my
the text
files.
right
I'm
here.
going to send
We
you
now have
docs
more
and
than a
only
dozen
you.
other victims who say you've run a
Damn,
construction
he
hustle.
lying.
This one.
That's bull.
So you can take this by this all goes away if you show documents that show you own this house.
You
and
want,
you're not squatting.
so you want me to show you documents that are part of ongoing litigation?
Yeah.
Bull.
Steve, can I ask, why would you be opposed to simply showing a lease agreement you have
Because we're
that's
in
valid?
court arguing it. Why wouldn't you actually support the law system that is in place here?
So did you pay for those 15 months? Simple question.
He did not. He failed on his end of the contract, which is what we.
Did you pay for
Here
those
we
15
go,
months?
bro.
He failed to end
No,
up-
you
Did
didn't.
you fail?
He did not let me execute the contract as it said I could. It's been very clear in the court system.
Can you elaborate?
No.
Now, while Steve refuses to elaborate, the fact that he has refused to pay rent and remained in the home for nearly 2 years remains clear. But it seems like you're going to string this out for as long as possible.
I will continue to fight this in the court system as I've been doing, and I will continue to do so. There is not an eviction proceeding on this right now. There's no such thing.
Well, we have a
He
90-day
said,
eviction
bro,
notice
fuck
in
y'all,
here for
bro.
entry.
Until the government take me out, I'm not
show it to you.
fucking leaving.
Have you ever seen this before? The 90 days notice to evict?
No, I mean I would have
December
seen anything that
31st,
went through the court
2023.
process. I would have seen. I don't remember seeing this.
So you've never seen this?
No, I don't remember seeing it.
This court document was, in fact, personally served to Steve in hand.
But I don't remember seeing that.
Got it.
Staying on that 100%.
The question is, why are you staying here when you don't own this
I
house?
answered it repeatedly, and you keep wanting to spin it every which way you can.
No,
You don't believe that the court system can handle anything. You don't think that
Not
civil
in Washington
litigation.
State.
Oh, interesting.
There go the cops.
Damn, the cops really pulled up.
Yeah, so is he the owner of the property? Do you have proof of ownership here?
Who are you?
How the fuck the cops know that that he's the fucking owner?
I'm the one. Yes.
Can we see the lease agreement?
No, it's
'Cause
none
we-
of your business. Okay.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm telling you, if this is his property, you have no right to be here.
But our claim is that
That's not his
the
property.
owner of the property has said we have full permission to come here.
Who's that?
Katrina.
Oh,
Katrina.
This is her lease. She
Okay.
gave us permission to be here.
So, where's she at?
She's been advised to stay away by his attorney because he's allegedly
And so
squatting.
are they.
He's
Oh.
allegedly a squatter.
And you guys are here to.
Do a story about squatting.
Okay, so you're just not here to do a story. You're injecting yourself into this. Is that what I'm getting?
Do you guys have a previous?
Alright, bro, why you trying to twist it? Yeah, he's trying. Yeah, like you could tell these two are buddies, bro. Since he used to be a fighter, and he looked like he used to be a cop for a long ass time. Come on, bro.
No.
It should be as simple as him providing valid ownership of the.
Him for his lease.
He doesn't have to provide it to you.
Why is that?
How about to you, sir?
No, it's a civil problem.
Wait, so anyone could come to any property and say,
I own the property and you kick the other person out? With that being said, I own the property. Can you disprove otherwise? And if you can't, can you prove he does?
Here's the thing is,
Yeah.
I don't care what property you own.
Sure.
Okay.
So could I come to your house and say I own your property?
No, but you're purposely injecting yourself in here to
Nope.
draw attention to yourselves.
What are you talking about?
Why are you here? You're here.
To get his side of the story.
Maybe he doesn't want to give his side of the story.
Correct. Which is why
Yo, Tyler is a demon. Like, he's trying not to crack. He got his lips like this. He's trying not to crack.
told you to kick us out.
It's a civil problem. We're looking up the plot ownership right now to see who owns it, registered with the county.
So that's the due diligence you guys should do.
Here's what I wish. I wish I would have shaved better, got my hair done, so I looked better for this thing here.
You look good though.
Okay.
So when you say it's all a civil problem, can you explain what that means?
If the woman says it's her property and he says he lives here and she says they're squatting, she would have to go to court and go through the entire legal process to have him.
Yeah, but I live here now.
Well, you do?
Sure.
Well, good for you.
So kick me out.
It's a civil problem.
Okay, so
why?
we're roommates?
That's done through the courts.
So, sir, you're
So I've officially moved in as of today with that logic. And I have a bedroom in the second room.
Damn.
Go through this all day long.
No, but let's simplify it. Let's just look up who has the title here. Okay, we can both agree that's crazy logic though, right?
Steve, I can set up a tent here tonight, and you can call the King County Sheriffs, and they can't kick me off because it's a civil matter.
Well, tonight, no, we could.
What do you mean?
There's a time frame. You don't live here right now. You can't just move in.
Yo, Brody look like he about to go pull out the strap, bro. Oh, hell
You don't have
nah.
to live here.
Or an invalid. I have a lease right here.
I'm not telling him he doesn't live here.
I do live here.
How long have you lived here?
10 months.
Well, then you live here.
Talk to me.
So this property's in conflict over a civil court about.
Damn,
who
this
owns
the
property
third
together
different cop, bro.
between this
What the
gentleman,
heck?
a lady
And
named
who else?
Katrina Freitag. So he right
Look,
now.
he about to talk to him. He about to give him a little pep talk. Like, yo, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They got us. They got us, bro.
right to be here.
Legal right to be here, as do I.
No, his part right now is until the court decides what's going on. He has the right to be here, and he owns the property until he.
He owns the property? That's what you just found?
It's in court.
Okay, but this is
Please-
my property.
please- No, it's not your property.
Yes, it is.
You're not in the civil thing.
Disprove it.
Don't. I just proved it on the phone in the cat.
Who owns the property?
He blowing his
Stop
shit.
attacking this gentleman. They own the property.
They both own it. So Steve aside, this has become a broader Washington dilemma.
He just gave up.
It's a civil thing between the three of us potentially now, because I also live here.
Good. How do I know they're the owner? Right?
Sure, I mean I have the title. Right.
Well, you could have typed those at home.
Exactly.
So that's what you're saying.
That's my whole point. This is literally my point.
I know.
Do this to the camera. While the Housing Justice Project
It's the fact that he really did it too.
during COVID and to provide legal representation for low-income tenants facing
Nah, that's
eviction in
crazy
King
though,
County,
bro.
now
You
it
can't
seems
kick him
the
out,
alleged
bro.
white-collar squatters who refuse to pay rent in $2 million plus homes they're renting, all at the cost of taxpayers working to survive paycheck to paycheck. What is the point of owning a home in Washington if the law will legally
Ice
protect
bread is
someone trying to
crazy.
steal it from you? And what is the point of a law that no longer represents what it means to be moral or ethical? Is that not a broken law?
Please don't.
Yeah, that's a
say
fucked
anything
up
my house
system
again.
if I ever heard one.
Okay, I didn't mean it like
Because
that.
you will regret it.
And go follow Jonathan on X at Cho Show for an in.
Hey, bro, y'all already know, man. This a 50-minute long video. If y'all really watch this shit and y'all really enjoy, let me know in the comments, though.